Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre took a forceful tone with reporters on Tuesday after a contentious briefing on Monday, where she defended her own words, but also made statements that led to more questions about President Joe Biden. She pushed back at allegations she has not been forthcoming about Biden's health and that the White House has had to later clarify her statements, echoing the president's aggressive strategy to combat Democratic calls for him to exit the 2024 race. I disagree, she said when pressed on the issue. But she also caused more uncertainty when she wouldn't confirm if President Biden would deal with a possible nuclear strike that takes place after 8 p.m. Fox News' Peter Doocy referred to President Biden's comments to governors he would schedule fewer events after 8 p.m. so he could get more sleep. Doocy asked, if there was a nuclear strike past that time, who would deal with it? The First Lady? He has a team that lets him know any news that is pertinent and important to the American people, Jean-Pierre said. It is National Security Council that gets to tell him. Doocy was referring to comments from former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy made on Fox News on Monday night, when he noted, as Speaker, many times when we had meetings in the Oval Office, Jill was there as well. Many times, Jill would come in, McCarthy said. Jean-Pierre said the First Lady does not make decisions. The President is the President of the United States who makes the decision, she said. The U.S. President has sole authority to authorize the use of U.S. nuclear weapon, according to American law. Jean-Pierre also brushed aside a question about Hunter Biden joining the president at White House meetings. She noted the family together was at Camp David and, upon their return to the White House, Hunter merely walked straight into a meeting with the president. He's very close to his family. As you know, it was the week of 4th of July, which is why his family members were here last week. They walked together and they walked together into the meeting, she said. The White House press secretary was trying to reset relations with the media after Monday's briefing, where she, at times, struggled to be heard amid a cacophony of questions about the 81-year-old president's health. She confirmed he had been examined 3 times by a neurologist, but refused to say why a specialist in Parkinson's disease visited the White House 8 times in 8 months, citing privacy and security concerns. But that simply triggered a hubbub from the usually docile front row of reporters who peppered her with demands for a proper explanation. On Tuesday, she denied allegations the White House has been engaged in a cover-up when it comes to the president's health. There is a full comprehensive medical report on the website whitehouse.gov. I would encourage them to take a look, read that report, she said. It's transparent. It's out there, it's for them to read. She did note the president has verbal check-ins regularly with Dr. O'Connor. The president checks in while he's exercising with his doctor, a couple of times a week, she said. The White House is in week 2 of trying to recover from Biden's disastrous debate performance. Jean-Pierre is facing questions about her own credibility after she wouldn't answer questions on whether Kennard, a movement disorder specialist at the Walter Reed Medical Center, was treating the president. It raised so many questions that later Monday night Biden's personal doctor, Kevin O'Connor, broke protocol and released a letter explaining why Dr. Kennard visited the White House 8 times in 8 months. Most of Kennard's visits to the White House were pursuant to his role as a specialist attached to the White House medical unit, treating patients for a wide array of neurological issues at the White House for a dozen years, O'Connor said. He said Kennard has held regular neurology clinics at the White House Medical Clinic in support of the thousands of active duty members assigned in support of White House operations. Many military personnel experience neurological issues related to their service, and Dr. Kennard regularly visits the WHMU as part of this general neurology practice, which may explain some of the visits, he added. And, when asked on Tuesday,